Hello and welcome to another very interesting video indeed. No, not really, it's just another update thing, but I mean, it's not really an update, but I just wanted to make this video as a little thank you to everyone out there, as you would have seen by the title. I actually meant to make this video like 2 weeks ago, well more than 2 weeks ago, when it was my birthday last month on the 22nd of October. I meant to make this video just to say thanks because it was my birthday last month and I'm 19 now, yep, big boy. Seriously though, I wanted to say thanks for two things because not only was it my birthday last month and I got a lot of happy birthdays and, you know, nice messages and wishes and stuff, and I thought, hey, thanks a lot, I really appreciate it. I've never had so many people wish me have a good day, you know, or not even as many people know of my existence on my birthday ever before. But not only was it my birthday last month, but it was also the channel's birthday last month. On the 2nd of October, the channel was now officially 1 year old, 1 year and 1 month old. Boy, that month went really fast. The last 30 days, it's just gone mental. It's the 8th of November now, jeez. But yeah, the channel is now a year old, and it's weird because it's like, I also want to say thanks because just thank you for being here, you know, a year, 1 year of YouTube. And I think the channel had like 120,000 subscribers or something, and it's just mental how many people are here, and just knowing like, it's easy to just see it as a number, but you know, you got to remember it's all individual people, and I appreciate each and every one of you. You know, I really do appreciate the support that I have. It's easy to take it for granted when you're used to it now, but you know, if I'm ever feeling down or whatever, I know there's people there to look out for me, and not everyone has that. So I really appreciate everyone out there who, you know, he sticks by me and supports what I do. And you know, my videos, they're really simple, and if anything, that makes it even more, it makes me even more appreciative of the support I have, because it's like, I don't do much, you know, I don't really do that much, and yet people still really get behind me and stuff, and it means a lot, it really does. So thank you very much. When you first start a channel, it's so easy to just see channels that are bigger and think, oh, I'll never be there, or it will take me ages, or like nothing's happening. Because I remember like when I first started, it was like the channel growth was so slow, you know. It's nothing like it is now. Like the way the channel is now, I could just not upload for months, and I'd still be you know, new people subscribing like they were when I was away for a couple months. But back then it was like you really had to be on that grind. No, not really. No, but you really had to, when you first start, you really have to go at it. And the thing is, it's so different now, you know, and YouTube's like all I do now, pretty much. I mean, not literally the only thing, but that's what I spend most of my time doing. I mean, I wouldn't class that as a job, but technically it is my job because it's my only income, and like, besides you now a little bit, but it's what I do, and it's like, I really appreciate people being there, you know, and if it weren't for you, then I don't know what I'd be doing now, because it's just like, I never knew what I wanted to be, and it's not like this is the end, but at the moment, this is what's happening, and this is how it's, you know, it's going well, and, you know, without any of you people here, I would not be able to do it, and, you know, I'd wanted to do YouTube for a long time, you know, but before I started, I had wanted to do YouTube for like several years, you know, back in like 2012, I think I wanted to start, but I never did. Now it's 2000, I just looked at the year, it's like, what year is it again? Yeah, like 5 years later, here I am, and I can remember like, it feels like a really long time ago that I first recorded, but I can remember it so vividly, like the first time I recorded, and I remember it was a Thursday, which is like when my parents go out and they do the shopping, you know, the weekly shop. So I thought, hey, I'll just record when they're out, so then I don't have any distractions, and I won't bother telling them about it. Of course they know about it now, but at the time I didn't. So I made my channel on the 2nd, and I think maybe it was a week or 2 weeks after I recorded my first videos. And I say videos because the first time I recorded, I used my iPhone 5S propped on top of a really skinny, thin speaker. The amount of times my phone used to fall off there, it got so many scratches and dents and stuff. It was worth it in the end, of course, but iPhone 5S, and recorded 4 videos. I don't even remember what they were now. What were they? 4 videos, like reaction videos, and then only one of them was passable because 3 of them were just blurry, they didn't focus, and I was like, for God's sake. And then I was using my editing software the first time, and it crashes, it's not very good, and it's just like, it's just so different to how it is now. And I remember it felt so weird recording for the first time, like, just I didn't know what to say, I didn't know how to act, I didn't know where to look, like, I didn't know if, like, it seemed weird seeing myself in the camera as well, which I don't really have anymore, but at first it did seem weird, and I don't know, I remember I used to get annoyed seeing people who did like the thing is, if you have a small channel yourself, which I know a lot of people do, and a lot of people ask for like advice and stuff, it's a very different story when it comes to reaction videos, because they'll inevitably get views no matter how many subscribers you have. Like, you could have 0 subscribers and still get thousands or tens of thousands of views on if you make a reaction video, because they'll just inevitably you know, get suggested to people, and people will see them because people will search for certain reactions to videos. So it doesn't really matter who you are, anyone can make them, and it's just like, they're fairly easy to make. But I remember when I first started, and even if I was doing like exactly the same as some other people, and I see like other channels that put even less work into their videos and they'll be way more successful, and I'll just be there like, I used to get annoyed sometimes because I see how well some people are doing, even though the videos are just like so basic. Like, I know mine are as well. It's just like, mine are quite basic, but I try to do other stuff as well, or at least do some editing, right? Where I try to zoom in or some other funny stuff, you know. At least I try sometimes. But then there'll be these other channels that don't do anything, and like, when they start the video by them reaching over the camera like, oh, I just turned it on, hey guys, it's like, at least edit it a bit. But I'd see them do really well, and it's just like, I'd get annoyed because it's like, I felt like I had to do even more than them. And it's just, the thing is, when you first start, you shouldn't have that attitude. I did, and I know it's kind of worked out well in the end, but you don't need to be like that. I was just kind of annoyed because it's like, it took me a lot of time, more time than usual, because my laptop was rubbish, and the amount of times that my laptop would just crash. And this was when this was back when I was happy to get 100 views on a video, and my laptop would crash, and it felt like I was putting in so much time for what wasn't worth it, because I'd end up uploading past midnight because it would take ages to do things. My laptop was rubbish. I have a better one now, it's still not that great, and the editing software isn't that good, but I'll be uploading past midnight, and I used to upload at like 4 AM sometimes. It was ridiculous. I don't know why. I got in this bad sleeping pattern where I'd go to sleep at like 4, and then I'd have to get up early for college, and I'd have like 3 hours sleep, and it was so bad. Jeez. But hey, you gotta work hard for where you are now. And it's not like, I'm not saying my videos are hard to make, they're not at all. And it's like, the videos aren't hard to make, they just take up a lot of time. They take up more time than you might think. I surprise myself sometimes how the hours pass while I'm making them. And it's just like, they're not that hard. I don't know why they take so long, but it's the processing and the uploading and all that. It's just like, I'm not complaining, it's not hard work. I really appreciate, you know, people even watching them, because they are very basic, and I just enjoy doing them. I wanted to share, a lot of people ask, is how you start your channel. And for me, what I did, this is my little secret right here that I've never really said. I don't think I've ever said it in a video before. I've never really said it before. When I first started, what I did, I'm not saying this is the go-to, I'm not saying this is the only way to do it, but when I started, what I did was I made an Instagram account before uploading, or maybe it was after my first upload, right? And I was like, I followed loads of people, okay, until it would be like, okay, you're not allowed to follow anymore, wait a bit and you can follow some more. I followed loads of people who followed similar channels, okay, so who do similar stuff. I find their Instagram, look at their followers, and follow loads of them. And then whoever followed back, I thought, well, if they're willing to follow a stranger, they'll probably subscribe, right? So whoever followed back, I send them a message saying, hey, could you check out my channel? You might like my videos, have a subscribe and maybe check out a video, that would be nice. And then most of them would actually say yes. And the thing is, most of my first 2,000 subscribers I got from just doing this method, just asking people on Instagram. And that's why my videos wouldn't get loads of views, but I feel like it's important to have a starting base. And that's why I think my channel grew very quickly, because I basically started off with like 2,000 subscribers already. And even though only like 100 of them might have watched my videos, it was like, let's be honest, you're not gonna, I mean you might, but a lot of people wouldn't subscribe to someone who's got like 20 subscribers, right? Because you think, well, they haven't really got many followers, so they can't be that good, right? You know, it's just, I'm not saying you can't be good if you don't have many subscribers, that's not the point. But automatically your brain sort of thinks, well, the more subscribers, the better, huh? That must be the way it works. But I think it's important to have a sort of base, you know, a base to start with. I've rambled on now. This isn't what the video was about originally, but for anyone out there who's an aspiring YouTuber or whatever, I'm not one to give advice. You know, my videos are really basic, so I can't give editing or anything, but you know, if you would make videos similar to me, that's how I'd say to go about it, and it's just uploading a lot, really. That's just how it is. But yeah, the main point of this video is just to say thanks for the support as always, and thank you for the birthday messages, of course, which was like nearly a month ago. I just wanted to say it, and I meant to make this sooner, and you know, channel's birthday, now a year old, and it feels longer than that really. I can't remember life before YouTube. I don't know what I used to do at home. I can't remember. Like even the walls not being foamy. I can't remember walking in here and it not being like that. I'm so used to it now. The walls would look so bare without this now, because all of the walls have it on them, so it's like, I'm just so used to it now, and it felt really weird at first. So yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for the support as usual. Make sure you follow me on Twitter as well, because I already thank people on Twitter. That's where you would have known about it anyway if you didn't know it was my birthday. Follow me on Twitter, @TheLazyJamie, and you can contact me easier and stuff. I do read the comments still, but I'm more likely to see a message on Twitter, so just do both and I'll see what you're saying. But yeah, yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for the support, thanks for the birthday wishes, happy birthday to me and the channel, and yes, goodbye, cheers.